How's it going? How are you guys? Beginning of the week? Yay! Um, how's everyone doing? I am trying to log into my systems. I always forget my my passwords right after the vacation. So I don't know, for whatever reason, this morning I still have to reset my brain. I had a busy night last night. Busy night. Busy night. How's everyone doing? Beginning of the week, hot. Is this last week of July? No. Like next week would be last week of July. Can't believe we are already here. Last week of July. Oh. And I think I forgot my protein bar for the breakfast. So that's all right. We'll survive. So everyone had a good weekend. This is kind of, July is always a month that you can't find anyone, as everyone is on vacation and everyone is busy doing their own thing. Usually you're away, you don't have internet connection in the cabins. So yeah. Hi Pearly, how are you? And Delise, hi, how are you? What's the scent of the day, guys? Yes, I'm drinking hot coffee. I know it's hot outside. Well, I really need coffee because I got an appointment, so I'm here. You got an appointment with me? Yeah, I was away this weekend and it was so hot. It was so hot. Like, it's unbelievable. Imagination to the gym. Interesting. How did you find? I didn't know you had imagination. Is that a sample or you have the bottle? What have you been doing without my knowledge in the 3 days that I was absent to the world? I needed a break. I needed a break from everything for a little bit. Just samples. Oh, okay. Yeah, I needed a break from a little bit. Not too long, but I was just, you know, when you're tired and you get like irritable and short with everybody, like just, it's always this good sign for me to take a break. Not that the break was, look at the sky behind me. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Like, isn't that gorgeous? It's absolutely beautiful. Like prairie skies, if for something like prairies, like the worst part of the prairies are the mosquitoes, because basically the land was a swamp. People moved in and drained the swamp, but the mosquitoes are still there. So if you think you know about mosquitoes, you don't know anything until you move to Manitoba and find out what it means when you open your mouth and there's like 5 mosquitoes in. They literally will attack no matter how much of your bug spray you put on. So it's pretty bad. But the skies of the prairies are something else. I snapped a few pictures yesterday, and some of you might have seen it. I think maybe Delise liked it, so you might have seen it. Just samples. And you're wearing the sun. Just ooh. How is the sun in hot weather? Because I would say, I don't know about wearing something that is smoky in the hot weather. That might just deter me from wearing it in hot weather. But you know, what do I know? Yeah. So the vacation, and I was like, the sun was like, when you were in the sun, I felt like in like when you feel in the tropical areas, like the sun actually burns. Like, you know, it's not just the warmth of the sun, it's just maybe just the humidity. I don't know what factor was that. Hi Gian, how are you? You're Spain won. Absolutely, abso-fucking-lutely. I am glad that I was, you know what? I didn't care. I didn't care. Like the whole, and I didn't even know these things about Messi, and I didn't know these things about Argentina until the World Cup started, because my oldest is into it, right? Really, really into it. And I I started kind of looking into these things, and I'm like, oh my God. And like all the like handballs he had without a foul and all sort of other like things and preferential treatment. I know that all the stars get some preferential treatment, but his seemed to be like like out of ordinary. And then like on top of that, like the bad behaviors of the players, like yesterday in the game, I don't know if you guys watched it, but it was a fabulous game. Like number one, Spain didn't win just by fluke because they were the better game, like the better team, because they dominated basically, and it showed the, how they played. You won $500 by betting on Spain. Awesome. Might get myself a nice fragrance. Yes. And to be honest, I'm not really like I don't know much about Yamal, and I'm not a like I don't know much about him. So like I don't know what it is or how it is, but all players played good. But the sportsmanship, like in Argentina players, and that kind of like thug behavior, and they were getting into like physical fights, and I'm like, even after the game stopped, like right there after the game stopped, like there were some other images, and then I'm like, oh God, just yeah, they didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve it, and Spain won deservedly, like really, really good game. And the boys, like we had to leave to the basketball game because the soccer game dragged on for a little bit, and the boys had my phone watching the Crave. So I watched it on the Crave, and like my oldest boy wanted to watch him all like lift the World Cup and stuff like that. It was a fantastic game, and Spain won deservedly. This is all the goes shows, right? Like you can cheat your way out, like right all the way up to the top. They didn't really play with like up to quarterfinals. They didn't really play with any team that was really challenging, and then end up, the preferential treatment. But the referee also did a good job yesterday. To be honest, I felt referee wasn't rigged. Called out both Argentina and Spain, and the red card was given deservedly. It was great, and I liked the referee job. It was very fair. Referee was very fair. It was good. It was good. I can't even imagine the amount of stress you could have in a game like that. Like I don't. I think they get paid like big amounts, like the referees for like World Cup and stuff like that. But like amount of stress and just kind of like the, I don't know, the scrutiny on a referee is a lot. But like they were ridiculous. Some of them were ridiculous. But anyways, and I don't think there was any VAR moments. Like Spain players really played well. They didn't fall into Argentina trap where, you get like you could do anything that they will come up and say, oh, that was a foul. They didn't do anything. And there was that moment, I think. I know I'm yapping about football, but I love football anyways. There was that moment that I guess this year they have come up with I didn't know about this rule. If you cover your mouth, you can get a red card. If it's determined that the intent was hostile. And they had implemented it in these games, and I think it was used once in some other game. But one of the Spain players is trying to explain to Messi that someone else was injured in the mouth, so he did this, like he didn't put his hand over his mouth, and Messi wanted him to be like, understood what he said, but he wanted him to be, get out. Asshole. Like honestly, this guy. Like the thing is, what bothers me, Jian, is that he's a talented soccer player. I'm not saying he's not talented. He is, and I have watched him all through, like, almost all through his career. He is a talented soccer player. He just doesn't need this crap. Like, why are you pulling off this? Like, if you're gonna win with dignity. If you're gonna lose with dignity. You don't need to pull this off. It's not like I don't know what this. I don't like this kind of I don't like this kind of tricks, especially when someone is great. Like I could see some, if a weaker player trying to, act up or something to get some advantage, which is still not good, but you don't really need this. Like you can do it on your own. As apparently Jude Bellingham, ooh, he's good looking. Jude Bellingham in the game, I told them, because Messi, there was a conversation between two of them. It's kind of interesting, like when you look at the facial expressions, and they were, I think the referee called a foul on England, and then Messi was there and was contesting it, and they were talking with Jude Bellingham, and he said, "What about the foul on me?" And that they didn't take. And Jude was like, "You were stronger enough to get it," which is absolutely what the world wanted to tell Argentina, right? Like you are in a strong team. You don't need to be cheating this way. Anyways, that is my World Cup. It was good. It was good to see that. I love to see then Yamal's brother is hilarious, like the little brother, Keen. I don't know how you say his name, but he's hilarious. So I had that, watch that, and Infantino's reaction this morning. So all my oldest wanted to see was Infantino's reaction when Spain scored, and he looks very disappointed. So that he wanted to see. So that was that, and then we watched a basketball game, and our player Teddy Allen from Seabirds, shout out Teddy. He pulled a league history record. He scored 54 points on his own in one game. It was insane. The game was insane. So Winnipeg Seabears won against Montreal. I don't know, Wolves? I don't know what the Montreal players are called. Hold on. Montreal basketball team. And Montreal Alliance. Yeah, Montreal Alliance. So it was good. It was a good game. That was also a good game watching it. And basketball games are not, as big as hockey games here. So you could get good seats. We were in the, pretty much in the second row on first section. So we were sitting almost in the middle. So you could see everyone from up close. It was great. It's amazing to watch the performance of athletes. So there's that. So there was that. And perfume-wise, I am wearing Ormonde Jayne Woman today. And I think I've talked about Ormonde Jayne Woman and before, and most of Ormonde Jayne, I've looked into Ormonde Jayne fragrances before. But there are a few new releases that will be coming to Ormonde Jayne that I know of. I have... what I want to smell is the Vanille de Riz, but that's discontinued and it's really hard to get Vanille de Riz from Ormonde Jayne. I don't know if any of you has tried Vanille de Riz. The price has got to a point that I'm like, forget about it. If it's gonna be like that, I don't need it. But Ormonde Jayne Woman, which is a 2002 fragrance. It's been around for 24 years, which is amazing because when you smell it, it doesn't smell like something from 2002. I don't know if it's, I don't even know if these have batch codes or anything. It says HP4. I don't know if that has a batch code. I don't know if this is reformulated or something like that because the bottles don't look like that anymore. And I don't know if this is even an original cap or just because it's a plastic cap. I don't know if it's an original cap or it's just kind of a makeshift cap. I bought it for a really good price, so I wasn't going to object it. When you smell it, it smells really something modern. It could be like something that you made this year. I don't have Ormonde Jayne creations. Oh, you should get some, Deshawn. They're really good. There are some really, really good ones. The perfumer for this one is Giza Schoen. Giza Schoen. I don't know how you say the name. And today, what I'm getting the most is the sandalwood. It's today is a sandalwood balm on me. And sandalwood sometimes can smell like a, I guess maybe I'm smelling the sandalwood and it has the texture of rice powder, in some way. I'm going to the Scentfest next year. Now, I'm not going to US until something else happens. And if I can, I will avoid all the flights to US, most likely, and until things changes. Sorry, I'm not going to Scentfest. So the top notes are cardamom, coriander, grass, oil, black hemlock, violet, and jasmine absolute, vetiver, cedarwood, amber, and sandalwood. But what I'm getting most is today is the sandalwood balm on me. And probably there's some violet too, but it makes it super, super powdery. So absolutely beautiful. Um, I mean, the thing is, like, we're going to US, right? Like, and where I was born, I don't want to go alone in case some weird things happen uh, uh, on the border. And I don't want to go with my kids because if I go with my kids, and most likely they won't be subjected to any sort of weird, like, anything because they're born in Canada or whatnot. But I don't want them to see the treatment of their mom. And I think that's, I will never have them subject to that. I mean, they don't need to see that ugly side of the life right now at this age. That's plenty of time for that. So I will not do that. It's not just about the political thing. I'm just not going to risk them to be to put in that situation. Plus, I don't want to go alone because in case fuck happens, like, then what happens to my kids, right? Like, so I don't want to do that either. So, and I've heard enough like horror stories that I'm not. And to be honest, I respect myself, and why would I be going somewhere that I would be disrespected? Really? Like, there's no reason for me to do that. I don't need it, so I will stay away. So, and I think I saw in Scent Advice, that Ormonde Jayne was coming with something new, and the notes looked interesting. Your wife gave you the go-ahead. Yes, go ahead and have your perfume dose in there. And don't bother me at home. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so there's Musk Rouge coming from Ormonde Jayne. Okay, what is this? It's gonna be coming in 2026. It doesn't, oh yes. I looked at the notes and I was like, oh, it sounded good. Well, it doesn't really sound good because notes are mango, bergamot, saffron, ackee olive wood, oud, labdanum, amber, patchouli, and musk. Mango? Mango is a hard one to pull in a perfume and make it like elegant, right? You put a mango in a perfume. Like, fruits are difficult in perfumes because it is difficult to make them smell elegant when there's fruit. Like, it's because most people have the association of the fruits with like body sprays and things like that, right? And kind of more like kiddish teenager kind of thing. So makes me hesitate. So I will not be getting a bottle when it comes out. I'll try a sample. I have nothing against ackee olive wood. Good morning. Mitra should organize a big fragrance convention in Canada. Yeah, no. I can't even get 4 boys to walk in a straight line in a Seabirds game. Forget about organizing anything. No, I ain't doing that. So, I don't know if that's not a bad idea, but for someone else, not for me, because I don't think we've ever had a fragrance convention. I'll have to look to it. I know every city, like Vancouver had its own. I know Toronto has its own. Montreal had its own. Even Waterloo, what's that region called? Like, it's out of Toronto. They had their own thing. They get-togethers, like semi-regular get-togethers. We had get-togethers in Winnipeg. Maybe we still do, but unfortunately in 2023, I want to say 2023, one of the members, like, that I had known for a while, he had gone on a vacation in Mexico, in a resort, and he was killed on the resort. And it was kind of, it was hard to meet after that. Like, yeah, it was just a difficult experience for everyone. So, you know, I'm not aware if that old group still meets or not. But anyways, it would be an interesting kind of thing to do a convention for fragrance. The only problem with like within Canada that deters people from going to these kind of conventions is that it's hard to grasp for people who live elsewhere. Like in within the States, you guys can fly for not that much. For us, in terms of Canadians, because we are too little of a population, and because the distance is so far, there aren't a lot of people traveling. So for the companies to keep the company going, they need to charge a high rate for flights. So for example, a flight for me to Toronto and back, which is just one flight, there's no stop, whatever, it's about, comes up like minimum 600 Canadian. And for that price, I can fly down to Mexico. Sometimes I can get a ticket to Europe. That's probably one of the reasons that deters people from traveling within Canada, because it's hard to get um, uh, ticket, tickets for good price. And like really, it isn't like Europe that we have TGVs or fast trains and like we could just hop on and we are somewhere else in 3 hours. We don't have that infrastructure, which is unfortunate, but it's all by flight, and then the flights, like they're not cheap really. So it makes it difficult for people to have conventions. I mean, I think one of the central locations, Montreal, Toronto, or Vancouver, could do that, but it depends how it's perceived. I think if it's organized well and stuff, they could do, but yes, Anush sent us an open invitation. Long live Canada. Did he? I don't know, Dushan. I think Anuj also loves his, like any business person. I don't know, not any business person, but I think Anuj is also, there's a reason he closed the store, right? So, okay, let me see here. I don't know, I'm making assumptions on someone else. Maybe he wants to. Who knows? It would be nice to have a convention and just invite brands, even if it is just some Canadians and American brands. Like, it doesn't have to be a huge one. Peace. So, let's see. I was also wondering about, there are more and more Canadian brands. Like I asked in one of the groups, and actually like someone gave me a list. There was upwards of like 50 to 60 Canadian brands, Canadian made brands. What's your today? Peace. Is there a fragrance called Peace? Okay, let's see. Probably there is a fragrance called Peace. Oh no, that's my God. Come on, man. Come on, you can do this. Okay, let's see. Right. So I was going to back to scent advice. Also, yesterday, guys, I saw Antoine Lee being the perfumer of a new brand. I posted about it on my Instagram, which I can't get right now. Ugh. But he had his name, and that's how it popped up in my feed. And the bottles look pretty neat. And I think he's the perfumer. I'm not 100% sure. Hold on. Oh God. Like, how is this changing so fast? Like, it wasn't even last week, or was it last week, that I talked about the new brands, and now like the front page has changed so quickly. There's a bunch of Royal Crown's gonna be coming soon. Interesting. I don't know if you guys like, the only one that I think I have tried from Royal Crown is Sultan, and that's a good fragrance. I actually regret selling it. They ended up selling that one, but they seem to be coming with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new fragrances. It's called Giano, Fides or Fides, Vesta, Nemesio, and Marte. Nemesio means nemesis. Does it have tuberose in it? If it's my nemesis, it would be some tuberose in it. Dessert time here. Nice. Hi, Babush. How are you? Okay, let's see what has anyone here, like the bottles are actually brown, like, which is interesting because I don't think the other bottles are brown. Has any of you tried the Royal Crown Sultan? I've tried Sultan, and I've tried I think it's Celebration, Russian Amber. Is that a reach? I don't know why I'm saying it's a reach. I'm going to the river to make some photos. Awesome, awesome, Dushan, enjoy. Ooh. This sounds not bad. The Nemesio is metallic notes, which I don't mind actually. Pomegranate, black grape, watermelon. No, no, man, no watermelon. Watermelon, orchid, cherry, nectarine, blackcurrant, ylang ylang, black dahlia, whatever that is, incense, Mexican vanilla, ambergris, and myrrh. No, watermelon, it's like, I can't. Watermelon is not, does not belong, like, it's like, does not belong to a fragrance. There's Giano. It also has mineral notes, bergamot, frozen pear. Does it smell different when it's frozen? Mulberry, jasmine, sambac, osmanthus, cotton candy, ambergris, sweet woods, which means amberwood. No, thank you. And on that note, and I'm out. I love Russian amber, very nice scent of it. Oh, Parfum d'Empire. Oh, what am I like? But is this translating? You mean Amber Rus, right? Like, yeah. I think it's my comments are translating. The one Fides or something is rhubarb, date, bergamot, mandarin leaf, peach blossom, osmanthus, orris, jasmine, sambac, hemp, amber, leather, and sandalwood. What is this thing with obsession with fruits? Like, dude, like, why are we going back to 1980s? Like I hate looking. Some of the fragrance notes of for especially fragrances for women in 1980s. You look on and there's a fruit note, and a lot of time is the cantaloupe or like melon. Like I'm like bro, that doesn't belong to the fragrances. Amber Rune's nice champagne in the opening. I need to try Amber Rose again. There's something in the opening. I like it after it dries down for like a few minutes, but there's something in the dry down that, in the opening that just bothers me. It's like it smells like a super fruit, like a fruit alcohol, and it just kind of gets me a little, like, it doesn't smell like champagne to me. This doesn't have the fizz or sparkle. Vesta, bergamot, raspberry, nectarine, peach, honey. What is this, man? Is it a fruit salad? Jasmine, sambac, osmanthus, Persian rose, lotus, myrrh, labdanum, or sandal, ambergris, cashmere. Yeah, that is not also, I don't know. I don't know what these brands go after. What is this new? Mandarin leaf, pineapple. This is Marte. Coconut. What is it? Pina colada. Sandalwood, jasmine, sambac, coriander, rose. Why? Why? What is this? I don't know. Arich is coming with new one. It's called Nepalese Patchouli. It's an interesting bottle. It always kind of reminds me of the hat. This kind of bottles has like a cap, like I think it's the Japanese like farmers put on. Like sprinkle, sprinkle. Is that a sprinkle time? So Arich Nepalese Patchouli has lilac, hyacinth. Hyacinth is a hard note for me to take. Like it makes most of the fragrances smell way, 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 way too vintagey for me. So I'm not getting that. What you mentioned with Antoine Lee Perfume? Yes, I'm gonna find that out. Hold on. What was it? I had a neat bottle. Are you on my Instagram? I may have posted it on my stories. If you're on my Instagram and check my stories, you may see it. I just can't check it on my phone right now because I'm on Antoine. Had some interesting looking bottles. Oh, is this one? Hold on. Oh, I don't know if This one is called Maison d'Asie, or House of Asia. I've never seen that. Hi Lily, how are you? How did you do that? How did I do what? How did I do what? I feel the same with Carnation Instant Vintage White. Love Hyacinth in Chypre Palatine, yes. Yeah, Chypre Palatine, it's not that strong, but sometimes, oh yes, this is the house. It's called Maison d'Asie, de l'Asie, Maison de l'Asie. Your video position toward the top of the screen, and the chat doesn't cover. Really? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know, what did I do? I actually, when I'm looking at it, the chat is covering like from here down. Chat is here, but I can still see myself. I don't know. I don't know if you're pulling my leg, Lily. I don't know what you're doing. I'll send you to pick up what I see. Yeah, send me. Send me. So yeah, it's called Maison de l'Asie, and the bottles are very cool. I don't know if this is new. Seems like wait, what does it say? A master of avant-garde perfumery, Antoine Lie is known for his unconventional approach. He blends smoky, spicy, animalic elements to create niche perfumes for men and women that challenge the traditional. Trained at Givaudan, his fearless style is unmistakable, balancing raw power with unexpected elegance. For the Master Perfumer collection, Lie explores Japan's pursuit of balance, crafting two distinct perfumes that reflect the country's cultural dualities, one daring and untamed, and the other soft and reflective. So fragrances called, one is Guns of Sakura, and I love the way the bottles look. Like the aesthetic is top notch. I don't know what to wear. What's the temperature outside, Lily? Suggest something for Lily to wear. I think Lily jinxed my life. It's again YouTube. It's just that the app closed. My phone just closed the app. So there's Gand of Sakura from this house. About 21 degrees. Ooh, that is cold. I mean, that's cool. I would wear. You know what I think of you, Lily? When I'm thinking of you, I always think of gardenia, like something, like white flowers, but they're not like very sharp and vulgar white flowers, like a gardenia, or what are the other white flowers that? If you have anything gardenia, I would suggest that to wear. I don't know if you have Chanel gardenia. And I think beige would also smell really good on you. I don't know why I think that, but anyways, that's what I think. Ganzef Sakura, born from contradiction. Notes are blackcurrant, olibanum, metallic notes, gunpowder, cord, birch, ooh, smoky, musk with sandalwood. No, Mitch, there's no, like, actually, there's like no sentence. So with jasmine, I had a hard time with jasmine because when air fresheners initially became a thing when I was little, all of them were jasmine scented. And I just have that gut memory of walking to a stinky bathroom covered by like jasmine smell. But tuberose, I just don't like it. It just like makes me a little nauseous, to be honest. Are we talking about Maison de l'Asie? Yes, we are talking about Maison de l'Asie. Is that a new house? Because I just saw it. Like I've never seen it before. So there was Gonzo Sakura. There's Lipasho. Um, soft yet powerful, fleeting yet eternal. Okay. Okay, so they are expensive. 390 USD for 75 milligram. Ooh, 75 ml. That is expensive. Sakura flower, cherry, Turkish rose, rice accord, ink accord. Patchouli or talcum powder. I want this. Ma! I want this. This probably is very good. They are all extra though. Newish, maybe a couple of years now. Asian brand out of Singapore. Oh, really? I wonder if they pack. They send stuff to Canada. Master Perfumer sample pack. Gondo Sakura, Libasho. And there's some pictures of. Ooh la la. Is that the owner of the brand? Because she's good looking. Hello. Is a picture of it. I mean, is that all? They only have two. No, it's bigger than that. So there's signature, master perfumer, lifestyle, hair and body perfumist samples. So they have like signature ones. There's Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand. The creative director is Singaporean. She's good looking, Lily. Oh my God, she's very good looking. I tell you that much. So yeah, so there's the regular line bottles. They are for 15 ml is 95 USD, for 50 ml is 220, and 100 ml is 300. And this is scent of what? Thailand? No, Singapore. Singapore. And full details. What do you say? The notes are green tea, bergamot, lemon, saffron, jasmine. Base notes are leather, sandalwood, and musk. Interesting. I'd be interested to try and see. I'm back again. They have a discovery set, 110 USD, 12 samples in the set. That's awesome. The names seem to be Asian homage, but the style of the fragrance, uh, is more Western style. Yeah, I froze for a minute. I don't know what's going on with my phone. I have to get it checked, to be honest. This is very annoying. So scent of Singapore. Then there's Mother and Love, Airy and Elegant Lychee, and Suede. Yeah, Lost Lovers, Roses. That's kind of rose fragrance. Edition, the chapter 01, and there's like 3 mini ones. I guess 3 of the 15 mLs. That sounds very interesting. The whole line is very interesting. And they seem to be, because since they have, is Singapore functions on USD? Because the prices are all showing in USD. I don't know if they ship to Canada. Hey boy, you can do it. You can do it. And then there's Indonesia, Thailand, India. Oh, it's very interesting. Bois d'Indonésie, there's Bali High, there's La Nuit de Bali, and then there's like 3 of the 15 ml you can get for 230 USD. Interesting. I did not know about this brand at all. Have you tried anything from them? God and Moon from them? Hold on. Which collection is it? Collection and God and Moon. Thailand. Is it Thailand? Bangkok. Rivière Siam, L'Histoire, well, Rivière de Siam, and then L'Histoire de Siam. And Edition, like then 3 of them here. India, Terre de l'Inde, Jardin de l'Inde, and God and Moon. How did you like it? That sounds like a interesting fragrance. Hold on, let me see the details. Not sure if they're like the Cita based off France. Oh, okay. Mimi Chiri Hanji is pretty good fragrance. I don't even know what that is. I'm definitely getting a bottle this year. Oh, maybe I should look into it. Notes on God and Moon, Davana, Gardenia, Plum, Indian tuberose, coffee, honey, tonka bean, cardamom, and oud, rosewood. Oh, rosewood also another hard one for me. I have no clue why. What did you say? Me Tree Hanji. God, there's so many. So many brands. It's hard to keep up. I was a little bit disappointed with God and Moon. A little sharp on the nose for me. Oh, okay. Inspired by traditional Korean handmade. So is this a Korean fragrance? Like I know, like we have a friend, I have a friend who's Korean, and she was telling me that it's really like perfumery has been like boomed over the last few years in Korea. So I don't know. Oh, there we go. Like, they won't let me get in there. That's probably. Anywho, I'm gonna get going, guys. Hope you guys have a great day and enjoy your summer. And let me know what new fragrances you're trying. I will get some. Oh, actually, I made some purchase from 50 ml, and I will be getting a lot of samples. I don't know, I may have ordered like 6 or 7 samples with the order. So I can't wait for those. And I will let you know, guys, a lot of Korean and Asian brands emerging all of a sudden. Yeah, I think they have been there. It's just that they're making their way out